Well, I don't need company.
Yeah, well,
I just need you.
yeah, that's true. All right,
Okay.
here we are.
It's a fall kind of day.
No, it's not only that, it's an emergency because it's 67 degrees out right now.
Yes.
You woke up, it was 63 or whatever. This is not good.
If I didn't know that it was 63, I would have stayed in bed.
I know it. This is South Florida. We're not used to this, and it is cold today, or damp cold, you know. And it's overcast. It's like rainy all day, spitting.
Yeah.
It's gray. It feels like fall up north.
Yeah, so we have long sleeves.
Yep,
we have
long
pants.
Pulling out the long underwear shortly. It's going to be a bad, bad deal. Pray for us. Please pray for us. Wherever you're at, stop right now. Say a prayer. I don't know if we're going to make it.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyhow, in fact, I saw that you put a nice, beautiful fall wreath on the front door.
Yes.
Put a picture in here.
We have to make it look like fall because
Yeah.
in Florida it doesn't look like
Nothing
fall.
usually, no.
I mean, the leaves, the palm trees don't turn colors.
No, they don't.
No.
So listen, what I'm doing is I'm making my first fall dish. We're going to be using butternut squash. I've got 2 of them. I'm only needing the 1. Got it all peeled. I'm cutting it up now into cubes. And what we're going to do, what makes this so good, I've done it different ways. You know, cook it in the broth for an hour or whatever, 2 hours. Do Instapot, I've done that. But this is done by roasting the squash ahead of time. My oven is over at 425.
That makes a difference.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on this sheet pan. Little salt, olive oil. Throw it in there till it gets soft and brown a little bit. Roast it. And you then put it to your stock and everything that you're doing. And the flavors explode.
Oh, good. Wow.
Celery, you're going to need carrot, you're going to need onion, you're going to need apple. I'm going to put an apple in. That's actually good.
Oh, that's
half and half. Gives it that fall feeling. Vegetable stock, some cornstarch, some salt, some cinnamon, and some nutmeg. That's going to go in there a little bit later on. This is going to be a good deal.
All right.
So you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready to cook. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to finish up cubing my squash, and these are out now, so don't be afraid to go get one. And they didn't have a bunch of them, but they had what I needed, so that was good at the store this morning. And
I think you bought them all.
no, I didn't. There was a couple more.
Were there?
Maybe
Not
one
many.
more left. Yeah. Well,
I wonder if they grow them here in Florida.
I don't know. But anyhow, this is how we do it, and we're just going to put this on the sheet pan here and throw this, some salt and pepper on. No, I'm not going to put pepper, but I am going to put some salt on and some olive oil. And let's just do this right now. And I do my olive oil first because then the salt sort of sticks to it and makes it nice. So there we go. Get all those together so I don't have to do a lot of pouring. And you just don't need a lot, but what I do is I usually just put some down here. And then I take my fingers and our hands and I just stir it around on the sheet a little bit, make sure everything gets coated. And then I spread it out. And all I'm going to do, and you know, again, these are all going to be pureed by the time this is all done and cooked. So you don't need to worry, and we'll put it either with the immersion blender, which I have, or just a regular blender you can use. You just dump some salt on it, and I say that in the wrong way. I don't want a lot of salt because there's going to be coming some other wonderful spices instead of just salt. And honestly, I'm going to spread this out just a little bit more here. There we go.
How long does this take?
You know what? This, I can't tell you. It's just going to go in the oven. 425 is what I set it at. And I'll just watch it. Probably 15 minutes, 17 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'll pull it out. All right. When that gets done, we'll come back and show you some more. Okay. So now we're going to get putting everything together. My squash came out of the oven. It's all nicely done. It's fork tender. It's turned a little brown, but it's got that roasted flavor. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I already tasted them.
You did?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. And it's good. Now what I'm doing, I need about 1 cup of celery cut up, another cup of, in fact, let me finish this, another cup of carrots, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in my pot, you want a sort of a large pot, because this is going to be enough to serve 6 or even 8 depending. And you can, by the way, add, this is the kind of meal to add a nice grilled cheese sandwich, which I'll make one day for you, show you my ultimate grilled cheese. And then I'm also going to do onion right off the bat. So let's do this. Let's get this going to about a medium heat. And there we go. And what I'm going to do is put about a teaspoon rather, so a teaspoon and a half in here. That's a little bit more, but I like that. All right, and let that get sort of hot on there. And then we're going to saute the celery. We're going to saute the celery, the carrots, and onion. And near the end of the sauteing of those 3, I'm going to also dump in this cubed up apple that I'm going to do. By the way, Sarah and Tribe, when they came down, they brought us a whole bag of fresh picked that morning apples from Nebraska City, which is known for its apple orchards up in Nebraska. Oh my Lord, they do the best apple cider, which I love.
It's still not comparable to Michigan cider.
No, oh my God, there's nothing like growing up in Michigan with apple time.
Yeah.
And the apple cider. My dad, I can remember. Did you guys go up there a lot to the apple?
Yes. What was the name of that mill?
I don't remember it, babe. You're right.
Yeah, we used to always go. That's where it was popular to go on a date.
Yes. Oh, yes. And they had. Remember, they had that water.
Yes, the
water wheel. You know that.
In fact, the mill was turned.
It was
by
turning.
Water
Right. Yeah. It milled the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of that mill?
Oh, it's going to come to me. Somebody in Michigan will know, and it was up near Port Huron, wasn't it, or something like that?
I don't know. Yeah, and about an hour outside of Detroit.
Yeah.
Perfect date.
Yeah, it is the perfect date.
And
even when you're married, it's the perfect date.
It was the perfect date.
My dad took us there every fall, us boys. That was so nice. I love it. So, onion, apple. Gonna get this sauteing here in a second. Yeah, it's ready to go.
Well, we buy cider down here. What they say is cider, and it's just not apple cider at all.
No,
comparatively.
No, it really isn't. Once in a while, you can find a real true apple cider in a small jug here, but boy, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And it's so much better when they do it fresh at those places like we're used to, I think.
Yep. Oh, well, we have oranges.
Yeah, we do.
We have fresh oranges.
And mangoes, trees down here, and grapefruit.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Every place has its ups.
That's right.
And its downs. All right, so we're going to let that saute. Let me get my spoon here. This is really going to be good.
You know what we like to make this for is before your Thanksgiving dinner, like an entree.
We've done this, that's right.
Yeah.
Alexa, stop. We have done that before,
yes,
where you do it as a beginning course, but the problem that I quit doing it.
We got too full.
Is we got to get
Yeah.
Alexa,
we got
stop.
too full.
Yeah, we did. And then you wouldn't eat the good turkey or whatever else you were making. Yeah. By the way, you remind me by saying that, Sue, I am going to, starting in mid-November about, just for everybody's understanding, I'm going to start doing 2 videos a week to the end of the year so that we can cover a lot more things to eat and prepare for your Thanksgiving and your Christmas as far as meals are concerned. And we're not going to leave you hanging.
Yeah, so write us if there's something you'd like to see.
If you really would like to see something, let me know, and I'll try to fit it in. I'm not promising anything, but I sure will try, and it'll be good. All right, so
you know we could have this on Thanksgiving Eve, like the night before. That would be really good.
Wouldn't that be good? Yeah, absolutely. Be excellent. Particularly if you've got company coming in.
Well, I don't need company.
Yeah, well.
I just need you.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Yeah, you got me.
I got you.
All right. I've been letting this cook for about 10-15 minutes, and it is getting tender in that oil on a medium heat. Here, the celery, the carrot, and the onion. They're doing really good, the trinity there. Now, I want to add in right now, I'm going to add in my apple as well, and just let that saute just a little bit. along with the rest of this stuff. Again, all of this is going to get blended, so you don't really need to worry, but you do want it somewhat sauteed here. Beautiful. Man, that smells so delicious.
Yeah,
makes your mouth water, you know?
Yep.
And now what I'm also going to do at this point, I'm going to add in, and what I do, I like to add in my spices at this point. I don't want, I don't know what it is about it, but I like to coat these vegetables in these spices. So I need a 3/4 teaspoon. Let's see if I can find one here. I gotta do something about my teaspoon collection. It's driving me nuts. Okay, 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, like that. I'm gonna put that around there. Ooh, it's so good. And then I need a 1/4 teaspoon. I think I'm supposed to only do a half of that. It's actually I'm a little hot on the cinnamon there. It's supposed to be a half, but oh well. It's gonna be good.
And then if you don't like the next one, just don't put it in.
No, that's right.
Oh, not this
I
one.
should have 3/4 of salt in there. That's what it was.
And half a teaspoon.
And half, yeah, I was
cinnamon.
counting down funny. And then nutmeg, if you don't like it, don't put it in. But I like it, and I got some ground nutmeg here, and I just need 1/4 of that. Nutmeg can be overpowering. I mean, you gotta be careful. And let's put that in there. All I'm gonna do is give that a quick stir around. I love getting that all, oh, that's where it starts to smell good, yeah. And get that all coated. And now I'm going to add in my roasted squash in there. So, and we're just gonna add all of that squash in there, just like that. Now again, just that little 15 minutes, 17 minutes of roasting your squash. You gotta cut it anyhow, but roasting it, it just adds a little depth of flavor.
Yeah, and there's some oil in there.
And there's a little oil, so it's all gonna be good. It's all gonna make life perfect on this terrible, cold, blustery fall day. And then on top of this, what I'm going to do, I have 2 cups of water, and I have 1 cup of vegetable stock, and we're going to add that in there as well. And then let me stir this around before I get going too much here. Oh my goodness, that is going to be so rich, so thick, so beautiful, wonderful. 2 cups water, 1 cup vegetable stock, put that in there, and you want this to simmer for a good 15 minutes or so, like this, and then we're gonna slow cook it some more after that. So let me get this all ready, and I'll stop this for a second and show you where we go from here. Okay, so now what I've been doing, I've been letting this simmer here for about 15 minutes. Everything is soft. I checked my carrots, they felt pretty good. I'm gonna take it off the heat for a few moments. I don't want to do this while it's on the heat. And what I'm going to do is, you can do two ways. If you don't have one of these immersion blenders, no big deal. I'm going to use it, but use your own blender and just take like a cup at a time or whatever and put it in the blender and let that thing blend up. That's all. You want it totally blended though. This I'm going to do, I always get nervous about this, Sue, but this is the one I'm going to do and use, and I'm just going to go around without...
Knowing you, it could be a disaster.
I know. You saw what I did with that pound cake. And what I'm wanting to do is get everything blended. Keep stirring, exactly.
Yeah, no, not keep stirring.
Is not to lift it up.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Depending on, you know, how thick this is going to be, I'm going to put this on the heat again. I'm going to bring it to a boil, and I'm actually going to be adding some, if I need it, some slurry of cornstarch and water. Though I don't know that I'm going to need it.
You're not going to need it.
But if you do, that's what you can do. And then once that's done, what I'm going to do, to make it more creamy. I've got to get everything done here. Well, hey, make you nervous. Make me nervous. But hey, if you're not having fun in the kitchen, something's wrong.
I know some of you are holding.
I know they are. They're praying under their breath right now. Now, I do know this, to make it even more delicious, what we will be doing, however, once we get it up to a boil and get it to the consistency we want, boy, I really do like that. And you know what I like about this, and it does it from that other soup recipe, pumpkin soup, squash soup, whatever you want to call it, that I do, is it has these little bitty bits of carrot in there, and I love that. And you know what? I remember I left out something. I was supposed to do 3 tablespoons. Yeah, you remember and you remember.
Yeah.
3 tablespoons, and I've got my. That's why my tablespoon thing wasn't around, or I did something with it because I had it out so that it would remind me.
Oh, it's in the dirty thing.
No, it isn't.
No.
No, here's. Well,
that's
here's one. But I was supposed to put 3 tablespoons of brown sugar in this thing. I'm gonna put about 2.5 here or so, and we'll blend that in there. It's not a big deal. Everybody's gonna be happy. Totally forgot about that. It just occurred to me as I'm thinking.
You did good.
I'm doing very good, thank you very much. Knock on wood.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, now that is blended, I really do believe. And what we're going to do, I'll just put it back here, babe, it's okay. What we're going to do...
unplug it so you don't accidentally turn it on.
Well, I guess that's a good idea. Is we're going to, let me bring this up a little closer. I love this duck's top thing. Just makes it good. I'm gonna bring this to a boil. And, oh yeah, look at there, just gorgeous.
Oh, there's a big piece of, oh no, onion? No, it wasn't.
Oh,
it was
that's
just
okay.
a wrinkle in the soup.
Yeah. And
you did good.
I did very good. Yeah. Again, you could have put it in the blender and it would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit more time.
Messy.
And we're gonna see what we like of the consistency. Again, 1/4 cup of water, cold water, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Well, we don't want that going
already
like that.
boiling.
Yeah. And didn't take much. And
No.
woo! And let's do this. Let's turn it off for a second. And what we're going to do is, let me keep that stirring, and I'm going to actually bring this much lower.
When it's thick like that, it wants
to go right away, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to let it indeed bubble a little bit, but I want a real low boil on this thing. Oh, there's one piece I did have. Look at there. Look at that. Well, that's okay. Somebody's going to get a surprise.
You could do the potato mash.
Nah, it's not worth it. All right, and then what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to add ourselves some half and half in here. And that gives it that creaminess. It's going to be good. By the way, while that's sort of coming up, I got some leftover bread, been in the fridge, homemade bread. I'm going to make my own croutons, and I'm going to just roast these on a bread sheet with a little olive oil. And oh my goodness, this will be good. And then we'll add these to.
Oh, it's starting to boil.
Did I drop a few?
Nope, it's starting to boil.
Oh, okay. There we go. And we're going to put these in the roaster, or in the broiler a little bit, rather, excuse me, and let these really get a little crispy on the outside. They'll be very good, and we'll add them when we plate up our...
what are you putting on there?
Putting a little olive oil on here.
Oh, that's
I
good.
like the taste of the crouton in oil. You could do avocado, you could do a lot of things. My problem, I almost prefer olive oil, I don't mind. I want a neutral oil. Avocado's gonna give me a taste.
All I see is your back.
Oh, sorry.
Your back side. There you go.
Well, my back side. You got a problem with that?
Yes, I do.
So that's gonna go in. This is going really well. Put that over here, put that here. Yeah, oh my goodness, good. That's beautiful. And I'll tell you what, let's just do this. I don't feel like it needs any slurry whatsoever.
No, it's
do you?
I
don't. So let me do this. I'm going to pour a little bit of this in so that it gets all nice and creamy.
Yeah, by the way.
And then I'm going to test for salt and pepper too.
Okay, so let me say something here. We went to the grocery store this morning, and if you like pumpkin stuff, you better buy your stuff.
Listen, they were out of the pumpkin puree. I got the last 3 cans of it, really. And
one of the grocery store people warned me that would be hard to come by.
Hard to come by, yeah. So do it now. Beat the rush. Look at how creamy that does.
All right, what'd you put out of the oven there?
I got my croutons.
Whoa.
And I'm just plating up. I got the bowl. I got the soup.
Let me see.
Everything's done. The cream's been put in. Put a little chive on it. It smells great. let's test, shall we?
Okay, wait a minute, let me get your face.
Oh.
Okay. Is it
Perfect,
good?
perfect fall.
Okay, I got a taste.
Okay, get yourself a spoon.
Oh, I can't use yours?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, gotta get it off.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Go ahead, try. Is that ever good? Tell me what you think. Isn't that good?
It is very good.
Yeah, with the roasted squash, you know. It just makes
very
it
good.
really good.
It has a real spice to it.
It does. And you know what else? It's got a stick to your ribs kind of feel. I love that.
Definitely. You don't have to eat much to be full. Okay, well.
Okay, well anyhow, make this. You're going to love it. Perfect for a weeknight, perfect for lunch. I don't care what you do, even like a late dinner or something. It's just so good.
And leftovers are great. I like leftovers. Yeah. Good.
Make
Let
your
us
own
know what
croutons.
you're cooking for soups.
Yeah.
That'd be
And I'm going to be making more soups in the months ahead, but this is a good way to start.
All right. Happy fall.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.